Well, hello. I'm excited about being here this evening because the topic we're talking about today is something that is near and dear to my heart. So let's just dig in. So you're feeling a bit lonely and isolated. Let me ask you, are you the only person in your friend group who is actually desiring or interested in an interracial relationship? The thing is, I know exactly how you feel. Because, yes, there are very few of my friends, actually, few to zero, who are interested in interracial relationships. So, yes, I felt isolated and lonely sometimes. So, be sure that you lean in and listen very well as I share with you how we are going to stop in this feeling of loneliness and isolation. Because you certainly can't force your friends to be interested in the same things that you are interested in. Lovebirds, welcome to Ask the Loveologist. I'm April. I'm your favorite loveologist. I'm a certified matchmaker, a certified love coach, and the president and CEO at AuthentiQ LOVE, where interracial relationships are our number one priority. So take a moment, subscribe if you're on YouTube, follow if you're on the rest of the social media platforms that we are on. And you might even do me a favor and text a friend and tell them to hop on YouTube or Facebook and check this out. Because, they may decide that they are also open to an interracial relationship. Now, you've heard me say on many occasions that the best thing for you to do for your interracial relationship is for the two of you to develop this very, very strong bond in your relationship before you begin to bring other people into your relationship. Well, that's the best thing. The second best thing is this. You need to have a network of friends who are also in interracial relationships or who desire interracial relationships. And I'm going to tell you, when I finally started meeting people and actually developed friends with people who were either in interracial relationships or who desired to be in them, my whole world changed because I began to see things much differently. And I didn't feel like everywhere I went that people were actually looking at me. So, yes, this is the second best thing that you can do for your interracial relationship. And here is a major, major, major key to developing this network. And that is this. Do not wait until you're in an interracial relationship to start working on this network. I know once you get in a relationship, it may be easier for you to connect with people because you'll see other people that look like you. But the thing is, it is so much better if you have this network of people before you get into an interracial relationship. And I'm going to share with you a couple of benefits or reasons why it's better for you to already have these type of relationships built. So let's get into a few of the activities that can help you end this loneliness and this isolation. First of all, you want to make sure that you end small talk. Yes, now is the time for you to say small talk is over for me. And make sure that, if you want to develop more friends who are in interracial relationships, then you want to make sure that you show yourself friendly. So therefore, you need to end the small talk. The hello, how you doing? I'm doing fine. And that's it. And just walk off. You need to develop deeper conversations with people. And like I said, present yourself as friendly. Open up and actually have full conversations with people so that they realize that you are sincere and you really want to have communications with them. So you can do stuff like, instead of saying, well, how are you? How was your day? Say things like, did you attend that whatever that special event was this weekend? Or have you gone to that jazz fest, the one that they have over in Columbia? And then follow that up with, well, who was your favorite artist, or what was your favorite song or instrument that they played that made it so exciting for you or so wonderful for you? Engage people in good, deep conversation. You can also ask them, have you checked out this new restaurant here in town? It's over on XYZ Street. Make yourself come off as a friendly person and be sure that you are having nice, deep conversations. Another thing too, maybe you consider yourself a person who just really likes to party. And typically parties are where you might meet someone of the opposite sex. But here lately, you've not been to any parties where you are able to connect with someone who's not only from the opposite sex, but from another culture. So, since you like to do things that are similar to parties, check this out. Don't go to the big parties anymore. Don't go to those loud clubs anymore. Because like I said, you want to have deeper conversations with people. So you want to go to the more smaller house parties, somewhere where you're meeting people, you're mingling, you're having good conversation, but you can actually hear each other and you can think while you're talking. And this is going to allow you to have a much deeper conversation, a much more productive conversation, a place where, you can get each other's contact information easily and not be rushed. So this is another avenue to help you connect with people that are interested in interracial relationships or who are in interracial relationships, and develop some stronger relationships, some stronger friendships. And think about other places that you can go that you can have deeper conversations, like meeting people in the park. So I'm going to stop here for a minute and check the comments and see if there's something I need to address over here. I also want to remind you that we do still have the roadmap to your forever partner. We have a waiting list. You'll see the information right there pinned in the comments. One of the questions that I get the most, it's like the number one, number two question. It just depends on what day of the week it is, I guess, or how people feel. And the question I get is this: Miss LOVEologist, yes, they like to say that. Miss LOVEologist, where can I meet these men you speak of? Well, in the roadmap to your forever partner, this is something that we really, really go deep into, where you can connect with these gentlemen who are interested in interracial relationships. And I don't just throw you out a blanket list and say, well, just try this. What I do is I actually personalize it for you according to the things that you like in your gentleman, as well as the things that you like to do. And so I share with you different locations that you can go to and start participating in events that will actually help you connect with the type of guy that you are interested in. So again, the roadmap to your forever partner is pinned right there in the comments. And like I said, this is something that we really dig deep into. That question, Miss LOVEologist, where can I meet these men that you speak of? Also, I want you to be aware that after today, we're going to take about a 2-week vacation here. And I'm planning on really, really relaxing and enjoying myself, but we will not be broadcasting for the next 2 Mondays. Let me tell you the date that we should be back. We should be back on August the 5th, and we'll be back with some new things to share with you. And I'm excited about taking this vacation because I usually don't take one. So I'm going to get in a lot of rest as well as be thinking about some things that we'll be putting together for you. But over the next couple of weeks, you'll still be able to see different posts and different things that I'll be putting out there for you, but I will not be broadcasting live over the next couple of weeks. Now, let's get back into our topic for this evening. Another thing that you want to do to ensure that you begin to build a network, or shall I say, connect with a lot of people who are in interracial relationships or open to interracial relationships, is you need to make sure you take all the chances that come to you to meet people. Let me tell you what I mean. For example, I have gotten involved with this new group of people. And every time they do something, I am there. They even, we're talking about adults, right? They even decided they were going to see The Lion King. Well, I had never seen The Lion King before, so let me tell you, I was there, front and center. And actually, I made 3 new friends. And come to find out, one lady was actually married to a guy who was not from her culture. She was already in an interracial relationship. And another girl who had experience dating in interracial relationships. And so this turned out to be wonderful conversation. And also, a few weeks later, I was at the gym and bumped into the young lady who had been dating in interracial relationships. And so we found out that we actually go to several other events that are common to us, shall I say. So take every opportunity that you get to connect with other people, because this is how you can build your network of people who are interested in interracial relationships or who are in interracial relationships. And I'm going to tell you, when I finally started meeting people, it just really, really changed for me. But not only did it change the way I looked at things, it actually helped me get more insight to how people in interracial relationships have actually dealt with some of the things that have come their way. Also, how they spice up their relationships. It has also given me a better understanding of when I tell you that people who are in interracial relationships handle things like a team. There's usually teamwork. And so this has been one of the great benefits of me having a network of people who are open to interracial relationships. Now let's move on to my third point here. You can start a group of women who prefer interracial relationships. And you're going, oh, no, I don't want to do that. Well, it would be very easy for you to do. You can go on Facebook and start a group. You can go on a meetup and start a group. And the thing is, if you're hosting the group, then you get to meet everybody who comes in the group. And you'll be able to develop more stronger and deeper relationships with people. You never know. You could meet someone who could be your friend for the rest of your life. Another benefit of developing a group of women who are interested in interracial relationships is you all will be able to communicate and share different things that you've experienced and help each other out. It's also an avenue for you to have someone to talk to about it, especially if something is troubling you. And this would be someone who's not going to criticize or talk down to you or make you feel bad. That's one of the biggest benefits of having a network of people who are open to interracial relationships. One of the things you can do to build this network is, like I said, you can start a group. And when you start a group, anytime you come across a young lady who's already in an interracial relationship, you can invite her to be a part of your group. If you want to get real serious about it, you can make business cards and share them and let it say on there what you're doing. That actually lets people know that you're serious about what you're doing. And see, they can invite their friends who are in interracial relationships as well. And so your group begins to grow. Now, I'm a little on the bold side. So if I was starting this group, not only would I approach ladies that I saw in interracial relationships, I would just start talking to ladies in general and bringing up the subject and seeing if they're interested or if they're open to it. Invite them to my group and let your group grow that way. Because see, I will definitely walk up to somebody that I don't know and ask them a question and see if it's something that they're interested in. You know, you don't want to just start the conversation off like that, but develop a little chit chat. Like I said, you want to have something that is not small talk, but develop some chit chat. Ask them about something they're doing or an item that they're wearing or their purse or something, and just bring the conversation around. This is one way for you to build a group of women who are open to interracial relationships. There are groups of women who actually travel together. There are groups of women who trade recipes. And I'm not just talking about older ladies trading recipes. Young ladies are doing it too, because they're like me. They don't know how to cook. They trade recipes. Book clubs. People have started all kinds of different groups because of things that they want to do or things that they want to achieve in life. Why not start a group of women who are interested in interracial relationships? And there you go. You have ended your loneliness and your isolation, because now you have a buddy that you can go out with, or some buddies that you can go out with. And you'll have your mind and your conversation on similar things. So like I said, start a Facebook group. Do a meetup group. You can also make sure that you are following up with people. That is one thing that a lot of people don't do. They meet people, but they don't bother with following up with them. So meet some ladies, get their contact information and follow up with them and invite them to your group. If you want to hang out with professional women, then start a group on LinkedIn. This is just a few different ways that you can do this. So, just as a brief little review, let's go back over a few things that we've talked about that will help you develop your network of women who are open to interracial relationships or who are already in interracial relationships. First of all, I talked about dispense of the small talk and have real conversations with people. Talk to them about a little bit more than the weather. The next thing I talked about was kind of tweak your partying or the types of parties or locations of parties that you go to if you're a party person. Go to places where you can actually have conversation with people, where you can hear each other and you can exchange information and you can invite them to your group. We also talked about taking chances every time you get an opportunity to do something that is going to allow you to meet more people. You can meet very interesting people and find that they have things in common with you. but you won't do that if you don't have a good conversation with them. And the last thing we talked about was start a group of women who are interested in interracial dating or who are in interracial relationships, whether they be married or dating. You know, one of the things that you can do when it comes to having a face-to-face meeting, you know, in June, I host Loving Month. Well, on June the 12th, which is Loving Day, there are places all around the U.S. where they have Loving Day events and interracial couples come together, or people who are interested in dating interracially come to these events that a lot of people are hosting. They can be hosted in a public place, or they're hosted at somebody's home, or they could be pool parties, etc., etc. That would be a good event for you to invite these ladies to come to as we celebrate Loving Month. Another thing too, we talked about doing Facebook and Meetup. What about Eventbrite? Go to some events on Eventbrite. Another thing I've talked about many occasions is if you're interested in connecting with someone from a particular culture, go to places where people from that culture would be. So these are just a few things that you can do to end that isolation and loneliness when you are the only person in your friend group who is desiring an interracial relationship. So I want to invite you again to check out that link over there in the comments that will take you to the roadmap to your forever partner. Sign up. Excuse me, not sign up, but waiting list. It is a sign up waiting list. And also, you know, I have the Interracial Love Chronicles. So that is also available for you to sign up for. And we're going to put that on the screen. And go ahead and make sure that you sign up for the Interracial Love Chronicles so you can see what you can get, new tips on things that are going on in your area, as well as things that I will be sharing about how to handle different events in your life and ways to connect with your forever partner. Well, I'm April, the LOVEologist. I'm a certified matchmaker, certified love coach, the president and CEO at AuthentiQ LOVE, where interracial relationships are our number one priority. I will see you on August the 5th. Bye-bye now.